what's up guys, the normal rapper here, and today we are going to be reviewing the latest Rimera EP, Summer Silhouettes. Now I've been following Rimera for about half a year now, and it all started when he followed me on Instagram. And I decided to say, fuck it, let me go ahead and give this guy's music some listens, and just to see if they have some redeeming qualities. First track that I heard was Chupacabra, and Chupacabra, it's probably one of my favorite songs by Rimera prior Summer Silhouettes. This song has a fucking killer beat. It sounds like something you would probably listen to while like running down a forest, doing some jogging, doing some laps and shit. And what's even more impressive is that this beat, including a lot of beats by Rimera, were actually made on his iPhone, which is honestly a crazy thing to think about because it's like, what the fuck? You made all this on your phone, and it's really impressive to see. Lil Xander and Rimera kill their verses. Is just all around a very great track.
Speed like a Uzi, don't call me Lil Uzi. I'm grabbing the booty, the shit is a Gucci. I am so fresh that I look like I'm groupie. She in the group, so call her a groupie.
Then you have 3 Months, which I'm gonna be honest, Basil's probably the only track that I listen to from that EP. It's not really my cup of tea.
Hey, are you rocking with me? Stuck to the screen like it's new cheese, and I made last week for push your cheese, and I got some more in emerald green.
However, I have given both of the other tracks a listen, if you're wondering. And they're not horrible tracks, I just don't enjoy them as much as I enjoy Basil. My least favorite track by Rimera has to be Clusterfuck.
4 walls within my room, one hit the rest white on something new.
I'm not sure if Clusterfuck was like just a distributing test, like how I usually do at times. I usually just put out distributing tests, just to see how, my music will look while I'm distributing. I did that one time, deleted that track, and put up another track, an actual track. However, for this track, he kept it up, so I'm not sure if this is the distributing test or what. It's not good. Orange is also my second least favorite track. I have heard Rimera's version without the drums and stuff, and it sounds actually pretty good, like an actual spoken word poem.
Are you telling me now? Are you crying about this? It's funny that you came back to me after talking that shit. Now you do me a ditch, and you fell into it. I got a shovel now, so why you playing up, bitch?
And I love the chorus to Orange. I just do not like Rimera's verse in the actual song.
I've been feeling orange, but you're telling me blue. I need to get rid of.
However, we're not mainly talking about any of his other tracks today. We are going to be talking about his EP, Summer Silhouettes, which is basically his 3rd EP ever released. First being uploaded to SoundCloud, and then sooner just coming to streaming services. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into the review.
Up, down, it's a seesaw. Riding through town with sky rainfall.
Now I'm gonna do these favorite to least favorite. So we gotta start off with It's Cool, which is actually the song that the EP starts off with. Now It's Cool is my favorite track off of this EP, just for the beautiful production, especially near the end. He has some pretty beautiful orchestrals. He also has a pretty catchy hook on this song, which is up, down, it's a seesaw. I'm from the town where the sky rainfall. New start, new sound, start for more. When I move along, it's cool. No, I haven't mentioned this, but I actually made a pros and a cons list, and this is what I'm reading off of. And one of my cons is that he's not really understandable in some parts of these songs, and this could be for 2 reasons. The first reason I have is that the mixing is not well on a lot of these tracks, and not the instrumentals, but really the vocals aren't really like, what I mean by that, like the vocals don't really match up quality wise to the instrumentals. It just sounds pretty low, and he also does this very odd layering thing, which I'm being honest, I don't like that well. However, the verses still happen to be pretty decent, and my favorite line from this song:
Recalculate and stay on my path, cause if I end up lost, I can always get back.
That's one of my favorite lines in this song. Oh no, with some others, but that was the one I felt like I really wanted to tell you guys.
You sound, we'll strive for more. When I move on, it's cool.
Now, Coffee Shop is my second favorite off of this EP, and I have some reasons for that as well. Now, the track starts off with this drum loop. I'm not sure if this is a sample or if Rimera made this drum loop himself, However, it starts off for like the first couple bars. Then Esther comes on and delivers a very beautiful harmonized hook.
I'm an heiress, barefoot in my palace, castle walls so old.
I've been drinking coffee, can't feel anything. I don't wanna see too many lights outside my street. I'm sorry, but that chorus is so good. Like I'm not sure if Rimera wrote that and just told Esther to sing it, or if Esther wrote that. But whoever wrote that was And the production on this song specifically makes me just want to go outside with like a basket of bread, cheese, ham, beer, even though I can't drink because I'm only 14. It just makes me want to go outside and just have a picnic with like my buddies. And I'm pretty sure that's the vibe that Rimera was going for. It's a very summery beat, as all of these songs are. They have a very summery vibe to them, hence the name Summer Silhouettes. Rimera kicks off his verse, talking about, going out with his friends, even comparing places to a skin with no acne as glowing, or at least I think that's what he says. Again, some of these songs I cannot understand exactly what Rimera says. Now, my favorite line in this song by Rimera is
By the time that I'm right out, I do not own a vehicle, but by the time you hit it, share the most my material.
pretty much saying that when you hear this, he's basically already successful, doing big shit. Which I honestly fuck with that line a lot. Even though my voice has been monotone this entire review, my actual feelings toward this record are pretty high. Now, in the middle of this song, it gets really fucking pretty. I mean, like, so good. Very beautiful song, very great one. I honestly struggled trying to pick between this song and It's Cool. It's just, that's how good this song also is. And the best part about this song is that I have literally no con about this song. That's how good this one is. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, wait, but It's Cool has a con and this one does not. Well, my con with this track basically is the same con I had with It's Cool. And this goes for every single track, that he can be at times not really understandable. However, despite that, I still enjoy these two tracks very much. I still enjoy them on very high levels. Now let's get into the next track, which I have a bit to say about.
2022, nigga, it's the motive. My steps up in the room, it's like you hearing the explosion. I take a couple more steps back, you are below him. Now somebody tell me that these jetties must be joking.
Now, coming at number 3 is 100, featuring Jail the Cap. Now, Jail the Cap murders her fucking verse in this song. She does so well on this song. Again, I'm not sure who wrote the verse, but whoever did is a god. My favorite line by her is,
My ego is why have better luck when you try. I just keep lying to these niggas, y'all can't fuck with the guy.
I absolutely would love this track, and this would also be a 10. However, Rimera's verse comes in.
Keep the most people around, so I'ma back it up. Keep a couple close together, we gon' be stacking up. Curious in the heart about a castle, so I don't ask so much, and I don't even smoke, so I'm a passive, you gon' pass the dirt.
And surprisingly, it's not the fact that I can't understand him, because this is actually the track I can mostly understand him in. However, my only problem with this is that it's too short. I feel like Rimera had a longer verse. However, he randomly just cut it short. I don't know, maybe it was just to fit with like the length of like a short little EP. I'm not sure why, but Rimera's verse being so short kind of just throws the track off for me. Then near the end, Rimera says,
What are you gonna do when the summer ends?
When I first heard this, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because it was so sudden, just after, his verse. It was just it was something that I did not expect. So I was like, damn. Listening back to it, I'm not as crazy as I was back then about it. However, I do still see this as a very fundamental part about the track. Now, coming to the last track, which is ironically the last track on the EP, is Business Chip. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. Business Trips probably has the least pros on this EP. Now, one thing that is to every single song, including this track, is that it has a pretty catchy hook. And I'm gonna keep it real, this is probably my least favorite hook on this entire EP. However, still not a horrible hook. Now, my second problem with the song would be that this is Rimera's most understandable flow. Most understandable lyrics, most understandable verse in general. Because, as I said, in many of the other tracks, he can come off very mumbly, which could either be due to the mixing or his accent. Now, my favorite line in this song is,
Man, I wanna go, and I'm twisting and turning. But if you only drove down straight roads, then what are you learning?
That line is basically implying that Rimera wants to learn new stuff, not just wants to drive on the same road and do the exact same shit for the rest of his career. Which is honestly the lacking point of a lot of rappers nowadays. They do the exact same thing their whole entire career, and then they just slowly go down. They never want to switch it up. They never try to change anything. They never want to at least like change it up a little bit. So I see where Rimera is coming from in this line. Now, the beat on this track is not bad. However, probably the most boring beat on this entire EP. Now, at the end of the track, Rimera starts playing, from what I can tell, a voicemail of like one of his friends.
Visuals and just the ideas and everything that you have are just like on another level.
Just telling Rimera how he thinks that this could be his year, he could be the next big thing, and saying how he would do anything to help him if he needs it, which is basically a W supportive friend there. And he also talks about the mixing.
I know mixing is like a big thing for you that you're trying to overcome, but man, just release the shit. And
which, as I've said before, I don't really like the mixing on a lot of the songs in these tracks. However, even with not a great mix, they still come off really good.
Like this could be your year.
So that's how I'm going to wrap this EP up. Just to sum it up a little bit, Summer Silhouettes is a good EP, a very good EP, something that you would probably listen to during the summer, which I don't know why I'm telling you this now, because at least in the US, summer is kind of ending. But still, I still recommend that you look at this EP, give it a listen. I have played a few tracks for you. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you my scores before I go ahead and average them up. For the first song, which is It's Cool, I give It's Cool a 10 out of 10. For 100, I give it an 8 out of 10. For Coffee Shop, I give that also a 10 out of 10. And for Business Trips, I give that a 6 out of 10. So all of that averaged up gives us a strong 8 to a light 9. So this EP is a very good EP. I actually might redux this EP, as in like redo it, if the lyrics ever get released, as Rimera has said that he actually might do that. But I don't think he's confirmed that he's 100% doing that. So if he does, I'm going to redux this EP and, actually get deep into the lyrics and stuff. So yeah, if you've given this EP a listen, just, tell me how you thought of it in the comments below. I'll be reading your comments. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys later. So peace out.